A new industry has entered.
Greater economy. Creator economy.
It is estimated to be a $250 billion worldwide. There are around 1.2 million jobs that will be created. What would it take to make a career in creator economy?
Manish Pandey,
co-founder, CEO and core strategist of Beer Biceps.
Creativity is not going to be replaced by AI. Even if you are good at writing captions, you will get a job. How you are being hired is also being changed. They will check your Instagram page, they will check your LinkedIn, and personal branding is no more an option. It's a must. हाँ चलो reel बना के डाल दिया, views आ गए. There has to be a method. These are things that you should basically do on LinkedIn. These are few things you can do by using Instagram. This is the future. A new industry has entered in our country in last 12 years. It is both exciting and scary at the same time. What would it take for you to make a career in a new industry called creator economy? It is estimated to be a $250 billion cohort worldwide. And there are around 1.2 million jobs that will be created. How you are being hired is also being changed. Very soon, nobody will look at your resume. They will check your Instagram page. They will check your LinkedIn. They will see what kind of communication you do. And based on that, they will decide to hire you or not hire you. Now, let's talk about careers, right? I mean, we're talking about so much so, and creator economy is $250 billion. And there are 1.2 million jobs. But what are these jobs? At Beer Biceps, just to run a small podcast unit, we have 100 people team. You can become a writer. Now, when you can become a writer, it doesn't mean you have to write scripts. Even if you are good at writing captions, you will get a job. Instagram video का caption यदि लिख सकते हो तो job मिलेगा. You know how much caption writers are paid? A minimum of 30 to 50,000 rupees per month. A good critical writer, a writer who can write a good script for the video, are paid around 60,000 rupees to 1 lakh rupees a month. And these are 20-year-old, 22-year-old, 25-year-old people. Gone are those days that you join a job on a 20,000 rupee, then you take 15 years to reach 50,000 rupee, and then by the time you retire, you are 1 lakh rupee. वो time चला गया, that time is gone. Now, how much money will you make is directly proportional to how many skills do you have. Videography, right? Lighting. Now, these lights, you understand these lights? Why these lights are in a particular color, their intensity. If a video which is being shot right now, if it is not color corrected, how will it look? All of these things are requirement of today. Earlier, people used to think sound engineer, if you learn sound engineering, you're only going to make Bollywood songs. No, boss. It's very important for you to even make a reel today, and you need to learn these skills. And these are not some rocket science skills. In 5 days, you can learn all of these. 5 days. And after that, everything depends on how much do you practice. Today's time, if you are not spending enough time to practice skills that will give you jobs tomorrow, it's only you to be blamed. One of the toughest job is video editing. People think that, you just join videos and you put some music behind it and you put some photos in it and editing is done. No. Editing is what is actually the soul of any content piece. How many of you really liked Dhurandhar, a movie? Most of you liked it, right? The reason why you liked it is because the editing of the movie was insanely done, insanely great. And that is why you could sit through a 3.5 hour film. You guys will be very surprised to know the average age of editors of Dhurandhar film was 26-year-old. Edited a film that made thousands of crore. These are few more roles in which you get jobs, by the way. If you can define a content strategy, you have a job. If you can do social media posting properly, you know what time to post, when to post, how to engage, which comment to reply, which comment not to reply. You have a job. Analytics, extremely important. You need to track which video is performing, which video is not performing, which video is giving you result, not giving you result, on which video should you put money to run ads. All of this is a career. And all this career that I've made here written, your starting salary is 30,000 rupee and your highest salary can also be 5 lakh rupee if you are thinking of doing a job. If you are thinking of starting your own company or agency with all these skill sets, there are crores and crores of rupee that you will make every year. So this is the kind of opportunity that is lying out there for you to grab and pick. Now, popularly, when I say social media, this is what will come to your mind. Okay, there is LinkedIn that people use, and people use LinkedIn to find jobs. People use Instagram for all kind of things and expressing themselves. And people use YouTube mostly as a second search engine instead of, in place of Google. These are things that you should basically do on LinkedIn. LinkedIn itself has changed into a very interactive platform now. So if you are a student and you want to connect with a peer anywhere across the world, if you have something in your mind, you want to do new things, LinkedIn can really help you. Let us say you're studying marketing, and every day when you study your things, you go and let us say you analyze a brand, or you like something about a brand, and if you don't like something about a brand, and if you're structurally writing an article about it on LinkedIn, when a recruiter lands on your LinkedIn and sees how critically you think about a brand, the chances of you getting hired is more. When we say Instagram, right, you take it very casually, because all we do, and including me, okay, so I am no alien to this, all we do is at least waste 1 hour of our time just seeing random things. So if somebody has made it a business to engage your mind in such a way that you end up wasting your time and don't even realize, well, there always is a flip side to it. That means it says that the platform is lucrative enough to give you a lot of faida, to give you a lot of benefit if you use it right. If I had to give example of it, that's exactly how Marwadi University has used their Instagram. I would want you to check your own page, and the page has managed to do all of this now. When we say this word personal branding, you think that it is only for those people who already have a career. Your resume, which you produce for a campus placement, is nothing but a sheet of personal branding of yours. Posting pictures of your trip that you took with your friends, randomly shooting funny videos and putting it out there, is it structured enough for you to make money doing that? The answer is no. When you are creating content, right, you need to understand the philosophy of it. There still are people making money while you are scrolling. So you are at the receiving end of it. You need to be at the delivering end of it. And when you want to be at the delivering end of it, you need to think about it in a very structured way. Now, that subset that you are trying to give them can be entertainment, can be information while you are entertaining them, or information which is adding value to their life and selling service that you want to sell so that you make money, right? The moment you put this lens, it no longer becomes a play. It no longer becomes that, हाँ चलो reel बना के डाल दिया, views आ गए. It's no longer just about views. It's no longer just about you posting a picture and getting some likes on it. These are basic things that you need to understand. This applies also when you write your resume, right? That you need to define who you are. What are you trying to give to people? What that particular brand for which you are planning a marketing is going to provide, right? And define things accordingly. Your vision has to be clear. What kind of content would you want to give to people? Your niche has to be clear, right? You cannot change lanes. You cannot make content. If you're making content for yourself, right? You cannot speak about cricket today and politics tomorrow and geopolitics day after. You need to stick in that one lane. And that's exactly what applies to brands also. That's exactly what applies to services also. Now this new ghost from, has come called AI and scaring the shit out of everybody, right? People say AI will take jobs. There will be no jobs left. AI is doing the writing. AI is doing the editing. So why are you coming here and wasting our time and saying that learn about social media and this and that? All the AI companies want you to think that there is nothing beyond AI. And that is why they have paid people to speak about AI. And they speak about AI so loudly that you only hear that AI is doing this, AI is doing that, AI is going to take up your jobs. You should go learn how to make chai and start chai tapri. That's not how things are going to be. Creativity is not going to be replaced by AI. If you ask AI to write a script for you, and if 10 people give same prompt, all 10 people are going to get the same result. And that is where your critical thinking comes in place. That is where your creativity comes in place. That is where your skill of writing comes in place. How are brands hiring talent? And this type of talent with all this knowledge, right? You need to focus on that. So brands, when they are hiring today, they don't hire a graduate. They hire a personality. They will see that apart from having a degree of BBA or a degree of MBA, what is extra about you? What is unique about you? The same logic applies to hiring a video editor. You can edit great videos by using software, great. But when as a brand, if I give you a brief, are you smart enough to understand that brief? Translate my brief into your understanding and then produce what the world want to see. Not what I as a boss would want to see or you as a video editor want to see to have a creating satisfaction, creator satisfaction. No. Will audience watch it? Will audience translate to customers from that? Is how brands are thinking and will be hiring. They would look for these things. What's your cultural fluency? When I say cultural fluency, means do you understand the language that the youngsters are speaking today? Do you understand the language in which people are deciding whether to buy a product or buy a service or not? That's what is your culture fluence. Are you able to tell great stories? You need to know everybody. If you think that nahi, mere se nahi hota hai, I cannot do this, I'm very shy, then boss, sorry. It will be very difficult for you to survive. And these are skills which you can learn. So ये कोई माँ के पेट से सीख के नहीं आता है. Nobody learns it from their womb of their mother. One of the greatest skill that you can learn as a marketer, as a BBA student, as an MBA student now, that does not exist in your books is, do you have emotional intelligence? Can you tell stories and do you have empathy? Now, few things that you guys need to keep a note, which I have already spoken. Anybody and everybody, if they are not creating an influence in whatever work they are doing, they are going to be irrelevant. AI will only tell you things which you need if you talk to it properly. Talk or write, whatever. I mean, don't take talk as a literal sense, but talk or write, whatever. And personal branding is no more an option. It's a must. Even if you have to be hired as a writer, you need to have a personal branding. People will see your portfolio, they will not see your resume. This is the future.